Hello. Yeah, there we go. I got the mic set up properly. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Vibe Time. And this time it's filmed live. So you guys actually get to see me doing this live, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, pretty cool. Now, if you haven't read today's video title, the topic today is graduation. Now, this time of year, it's a perfect topic because, you know, a lot of you guys are graduating high school now, or a few of you are, at least. A few of you are graduating high school. So, you know, as someone who has graduated high school myself, I thought, you know, why not, you know, give some insight on the topic. So, myself personally, I graduated from high school 2 years ago now, over 2 years ago. I graduated year 12 in 2020. Graduation could be a bit of a fucking ass to deal with, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are still in school as well, so this won't apply to everyone, but this will apply to those who are finishing middle school, high school, and college this year. Or watch this back when you finish college, high school, and middle school. I will be also talking about my personal experiences with graduation, because I've only graduated from high school. Didn't have a grade 6 graduation, but it's fine. Graduation can be kind of hard to deal with. Not a lot of people really prepare you for, like, how weird it can be transitioning from a controlled environment such as school, where you have a routine, you're expected to do these things every day for an expected or known outcome, to going into the real world where who knows what the fuck you need to do. It's very difficult. I wish my teachers had, you know, taught me that properly before I left school, instead of just sending me off into the real world not knowing what to do. One of my pieces of advice is don't overwork yourself about it. When I graduated, I was expected to go get a job and possibly move out. Coincidentally, the year I graduated, my mental health went to an all-time low. So you know what I did with myself? I became a fucking Twitch streamer. Instead of getting a job like everyone thought I was going to, or going back to college or university, I became a fucking Twitch streamer. It's not a bad thing though. It's not a bad thing. Just sometimes people take a little while longer to get out there into the real world. Again, not a bad thing. It's taking me a bit to adjust. So, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Actually, since I'm doing this live, how many of you are graduating this year or graduating in the next 12 months from high school? How many of you are graduating soon? Because, you know, it's a spooky time. I've just had some of my mates graduate over the last 6 to 12 months. It's affected them. Okay. Yeah. And I'm not in college at the moment as well. We're gonna ignore a little bit. I would have edited that out, but because I'm doing this live, I can't edit that out. It's a very stressful time of year. Well, it's a very stressful time. Whether you're, I'm gonna go with mainly middle school and high school. I don't think I have a lot of viewers who are in college. But I know a lot of you guys are in high school. Graduating from those controlled places into going into your places can be very difficult, very stressful. you don't know what to expect. Just literally take your time. Do not rush yourself into anything. You're gonna burn yourself out and crash if you don't take your time to do shit, right? And you know, people may be like, oh no, you gotta do shit now. You gotta do stuff now. It'll be better if you do stuff now. Like, no. Like I said, instead of getting a job or going to university when I graduated, I actually got more into content creation. Specifically Twitch streaming, but I'm not on Twitch at the moment. Yeah. Now, since this is live, I can actually answer any questions y'all have about graduating. So if y'all have any questions about graduation, you can ask me. I will answer them. I will answer those questions. But yeah, I graduated year 12. Very difficult. Especially since it was the peak of COVID. I don't know. I was kind of on a limb for what to do for a topic this week, so this is our topic. You will do good. You'll do good after graduation. Graduation, literally, don't force yourself. Don't rush yourself to, you know, excel. You know, don't do that to yourself. My advice is that do it with peace, clarity, patience for yourself. You know, what do you do once you graduate? Do you just sit there? I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do once I graduate. Well, here's how my graduation process went. I graduated late November 2020. I went to school for like another few days. That was it. In Australia, you'd graduate in November. Between October, like mid-October to early December is when you'd graduate, usually. If you're lucky, most parents will, if you still live with your parents when you graduate, you'd probably just get to chill all summer, and then, you know, you'd have to go get a job. Graduation is scary to think about. It is. I was scared about graduating. Like, hold on, let me get a picture of my graduation suit. Like, I'll show you guys what it looked like on my graduation day. Hold on. Last day of school. See, for a lot of people, graduation is the last day of school. For a lot of my best friends, graduation was their last day of school. They didn't go back the next day. Alright. This was me on my graduation day 2 years ago. Hold on. Let me turn on the brightness. This was 2 years ago. I was ready to go out into the world and do the very best I can. But here's the thing, you get burnt out after graduation. Like, I promise, I want y'all to listen to me. Y'all need to be prepared for when you graduate high school. There is a big, and I mean a big burnout you get. I didn't want to do anything for 6 months after I graduated. I was that fucking burnt out. Hell, I was surprised I even streamed. There's a big burnout that people usually get where you just want to lounge around and do nothing for 6 months. And I promise you that is completely fine. That's not something bad. That's not something you shouldn't think about. That is fine. Because you need a break after 10 to 11, maybe 12 years of school. You need a break. So that's fine. I got given dinner just before I went live, so I'm going to put that in front of me. That is fine. You don't need to worry about it. You know. I don't know. Because everyone's graduation process is very different. See, you may not be emotional in the moment, but I promise you, afterwards you're gonna fucking break down and cry. That's what happened to me. Like, I fucking broke down for 2 weeks after finishing high school. Like, I didn't like it, believe it or not, I was good, but I didn't like high school. But I broke down for 2 weeks because I got so used to it. It became a part of my daily routine, and then just to not have it anymore kind of broke me for a little bit. I'm fine now. Another thing after graduation, you'll miss high school a lot. You'll go into the real world and you'll be like, damn, I kind of miss high school. That's also normal feelings to have. You may not like it now, but you will miss it, and that's completely fine to miss it. You know, for whatever reason. With most people, it's the fucking mates they made. I can definitely say the fact of a lot of mates I made in high school. I miss them a lot. But again, don't rush yourself. Take your time. And yeah. Let yourself go at your own pace. I don't know what else to say about it. I do not know what else to say about it. Just that it's difficult, but if you get the right support for after you graduate, you'll be able to process the fact that you're done and that it's happened properly. If you don't get the right support, you know, you'll be stuck there for a while. Yes, when you graduate, don't go looking for a job. Don't go looking for uni immediately. You know what you're gonna do? Go out and fucking have fun. That's what I did. I went to parties. I went and hung out with my mates at their houses. I bought video games. I lounged around. That's what you're meant to do. You're not meant to rush yourself out to go do shit immediately. You know? Think of it like an analogy. You know? You spend 10 to 12 years doing the same shit over and over, and eventually you need a break. Right? You need a good break. So you know what you do? When you finish it all, you go out and fucking do random shit, okay? You go out and you be a teenager. That's what I did. You know, a lot of friends I know had kids and went and had jobs immediately, which is fine. You do you, you know. But this is what I did. This is what I did when I left high school. Most of my friends, a lot of my friends, you know, moved away, started going to university, got jobs. They have families and kids now, which is weird because we're like not even 20. Most of them aren't even in their like 22 yet. They're all like 20 or 21. But you know, yeah, take your time. I want y'all to say it with me. Take your time. Take your damn time. Okay? Take your time. And to those who are graduating soon, give yourself a good pat on the back. And to those who aren't graduating just yet, hang in there, you'll get there soon. Trust me. All these school years, all the drama, all the horrendous torture, it'll be worth it when you get to the end of it. I promise you, it will be worth it. Now, just a quick few updates before I go, because this may be like the last 5-time episode of GNC. So quick little updates. We got 3 updates real quick. 1, I come back to streaming on Twitch on Christmas Day, 4 p.m. my time. I come back to streaming on Christmas Day. 2, I now go by he, they pronouns. I don't go by he, him anymore. I go by he, they. Not a big deal. It's just there. Don't worry about getting them wrong. You're fine. And 3, we are gonna go. I'm changing my username. We are going to be changing our username. I will no longer be GNC. This won't be in effect for a while, but I will no longer be GNC. I will type up the username I'm going to go by on the screen. And let me get some text because I can't read. Yo, well, hello. Right. Where is it? There we go. It's just shocker. I know, right? The text is weird. Why is the text weird? Hold on. There we go. Yes. That is our username. Quiet Sage. This won't be happening for a little while though. I'm still gonna come back to streaming first and get adjusted to it again before I make that change. But this will be happening in the near future. But yeah, again, actually, Dino, who's in the chat now, Dino graduated high school this year. Oh yeah, Dino. This is not an actual live stream. This is the 4th episode of Vibe Time, except I'm streaming it live instead of recording because I did not have a lot of time to record and edit the video, so we're doing it live. Sterling, you graduated high school this year, correct? Because if so, what advice would you have to give to the people in this chat who are graduating in the next 6 to 18 months? Well, for some of these people. What advice would you give to some of the people in the chat who will be graduating sooner before they believe it? Yeah, I got my headphones. I took them off. There we go. I took the headphones off. Wait, question. Are we going to call you Sage after the change? If you want to, you can. You're not forced to. Don't let senior ladies in this be your downfall. That's what I'd see. What I told them was that it's okay to lounge around for a little bit after high school. You know, like a few months. You let yourself, like, you know, relax some older schooling they've done, you know. Don't do it for 2 years like I did. Do it for like a few months and then start doing stuff. Don't do that shit for 2 to 3 years like I did. Do not take after me with what I did. I should have gotten a job a year ago, but I didn't for many reasons. But, you know, have a plan as well. Have a plan for when you're done with school. You know, lounge around for a little bit and then think, okay, am I going to get a job or am I going to go study? Those are really like the main two you can do. Yes, I am what they call a fucking dumbass. Yes. Anyway, I think that concludes it for this week's episode of Vibe Time. I will build for more knowledge. 2 months, not 2 years. Yes. Yes. 2 months. That's a good amount of time. Yes. That's all for this week's episode of Vibe Time. If you guys, guys, leave suggestions in the comments for what I should make for next week's episode. Because I want y'all to start doing that. I want y'all to give me suggestions for topics. I'm gonna eventually run out, and then I won't know what to do. So I need your guys' help to make topics. But yeah, thank you all for coming in. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Make sure to do self-care, and make sure you have a good week. Or later.